Jackson back with you at Song Mentor. In 1976, Blue Oyster Cult's guitar player Buck Dharma had a vision of early death. It inspired a song called Don't Fear the Reaper, and that's our rockin' selection for today. A really, really infectious opening riff that carries on throughout, and some cowbell that became the wonderful butt of a skit from Saturday Night Live. Come on, guys, I gotta have more cowbell. Here's 1976, Blue Oyster Cult, Don't Fear the Reaper. All right, well, the game plan for Don't Fear the Reaper, I think what I'll do is I'll show you the 4 essential chords that are featured throughout the song, and then we'll get into the feel and the rhythm of how those chords are played. Thirdly, we'll get into that much beloved and signature intro for Don't Fear the Reaper, and then finally I'll give you a couple of riffs that make the song unique, and we'll put all that together with picture-in-picture and a playthrough. All right, chords you need. Open A minor. You need an open G chord. An F major. And an open E major chord. And that should get us through. Alright, so just to demo the rhythm and feel here, I'm going to shuttle through the A minor, G, F major, G, A minor, G, F minor, G, just to show you here. I'll do it at speed, and then we'll slow it down and give you a look. Okay, slow down. Okay, so we've got a down, up, down to begin it. That's on the A minor. And then we've got an up, up, down on the G. And an up, up, down on the F. You'll notice that with all good rhythm and feel and strumming, there's going to be some muted hits and slaps in there. There's one there. There's another one there. Okay, that's the feel for the song as far as strumming goes, and it really never changes. All right, well, let's walk through, with chords on the screen, a verse progression in terms of how these chords fit in to the song. Here we go.
Seasons don't fear the reaper, nor the wind and the sun and the rain. Come on, baby, baby, take my hand. We'll be able to fly, baby, I'm your man.
So you get a feel, and of course if we pick that up to the proper game speed here, we'll be going.
All our times have come, here but now they're gone.
All right, that's how you progress through each and every verse. Okay, let's move on to that wonderful arpeggiated intro that everybody recognizes, and it's based on the 3 chords, shuttling through the chords that we also go through during the verses, and that's the A minor, the G, the F, and then back to the G. And that's what the arpeggio is based on. And to help me get the feel of this, I like to think of it as a count thing. And I count like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that first one's based on the A minor. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. And notice I'm kind of emphasizing the 4 because that's the open G note that I'm going to play, and it rings through everything. So here's the actual arpeggio slowed down, and then we'll break it down for you. Let's take a look at the actual notes you're playing there. And the first 1, 2, 3, 4 is based on the A minor chord, and again it's picking down on the 5, 4, 3 strings. And then the fourth note there, 1, 2, 3, 4, is the open G string. And that open G string is the one constant in all these arpeggios. You want to make sure that that rings out. The second arpeggio is based on a G chord, so we're going to play as if we're playing an open G chord. That's the G note, the B note on the 5th string, and then we're just going to pick through 6, 5, 4, 3. The third one is as if we're playing an F5 power chord. I'm going to use my first and pinky here, but it's F note here, C note here, and then again the open 4th and 3rd strings. And then the fourth one is a repeat of the G. So again, put together. And as you practice this and practice this and practice this, you will get it faster and cleaner. And clean is important. So it's kind of important here that you arch your fingertips on the strings so you don't get that muted sound. You don't want the 3rd finger here to mute that B note so that you don't get a nice clean note. So you want to arch your fingers and make sure that you get nice clean notes in these arpeggios. And practice that over. Here we'll do it up to speed for you a couple times. You can play along with me. Just before we leave this intro, which of course is more than an intro, it's featured throughout the song, I just want to emphasize again the importance of that open G note as it appears in each of those 4 arpeggios. So it's almost like you want to be able to hear that. It's in there and kind of dominates as a controlling sound, if you like, in that sequence of those 4 arpeggios. So you don't have to absolutely hammer that open G note, but do try to make sure that it is clear and emphasized in that section of the song. Well, when we get to the playthrough, you'll realize that sort of got 2 guitars going, one picture in picture, and we'll have one of the guitars playing all the riffing and the intro stuff, the arpeggios, and the other one doing the nice free open strumming. And when we hit that little chorus, if you like, the part that begins, seasons don't fear the reaper, nor the wind and the sun and the rain. That's going to be open strummed by one player, in this case one of the 2 videos that you're watching, and the other guy who's playing the arpeggios is going to be playing that in a bar chord, power chord kind of fashion, like this. Season don't fear the reaper, the sun and the rain. So again, I'm going from a seasons don't fear the reaper, the wind and the sun and the rain. that point, wind and the sun and the rain, where that guitar player goes back into the arpeggios. So just some information there on how that's going to appear when we do the playthrough. All right, the next three little segments here are devoted to some riffing that the guitar player does during the chorus. La, 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 riff. La, 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 riff. Okay, so I'm going to give you those three riffs so you have an idea what the guitar player was playing during this section of the song. Okay, so that's 15, 13, 12, 13, 12, 15 with a bend, and stay on 12 here, 13 on the second string, that's 12, 12, 14, 14, so it's 14, 12, 13, 12, back to 14, and 15 with a bend, 13. It ends the same way the last riff ended. Okay, so that's 14 to 16 on the third string, with a slight bend on, a half step bend on the 16th fret. Meanwhile, my pinky is on the 17th fret of the second string. And back down to 14. And it finishes with a 12, 14, 12, 14 on the third, fourth, second, third strings. And that's the third riff. All right, this won't be part of our playthrough, but I want to include it in the lesson. And this is just the little, a different arpeggio that's played as a little bridge section in the song, and it leads into that rather psychedelic section of the song that's sort of a departure from the main theme and the main melody and that sort of thing. But I want to show it to you. And so what we're going to do here is position our fingers so that our first finger is on the 8th fret of the first string, second finger 9th fret of the second string, and third finger 10th fret of the third string. And we're going to pick down with a muted style here. And notice how I'm picking down there and I'm muting and I'm attacking each string individually. And so for the second part of that little arpeggio, I'm just taking those first two fingers and dropping them down to 7 and 8 as opposed to 8 and 9. So again, it's just and it gets frenzied from there. Just that little bridge section I wanted to show you.
All our times have come here, but now they're gone. Seasons don't fear the reaper, remember the summer rain. Like baby, come on, baby, baby, take my hand. We'll be able to fly. Baby, I'm your man. La 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 la.
All right, well, fine tuning for Don't Fear the Reaper. I think the key word here is arpeggios. And you notice I changed the tone a little bit on my guitar when I did the playthrough there, closer to what Blue Oyster Cult did. A little bit of grit in it, which is a good thing and a bad thing. It's kind of a cool sound, but it also hides a little bit. So be careful that you're still trying to be as clean as possible. This is a hard song to be clean all the way through all the time. But pick through cleanly on your arpeggios. Hook your fingers as you try to play the notes so that they come across cleanly. Other than that, nice, steady, terrific rhythm, a really offbeat sort of section in the middle that we didn't cover in the lesson, but you can have a listen to that. All right, there we go. Don't Fear the Reaper, Blue Oyster Cult. We'll see you next time on Song Mentor.